Kinky! Hello everybody, welcome to the last episode of Bendy and the Dark Revival. This is the last chapter. Come on boys, we can do it! Oh, and last episode we found out the ink monster is actually the small Bendy. Oh, Track 77 is a quiet place these nowadays. Ever since that terrible crash a few years back, people don't like hanging around. Too many strange things keeps happening on this platform. Last week, one of the railmen told me they had a report of some train going through that was on schedule. There was figures standing in the cars, staring through the windows, but it never stopped to let no one off. Just keep on going straight, though. Some say it was the Silver Line Express, the train that crashed Kitty Thompson. Okay. Kinky! Come on.
The demon's evil continues to spread. This world has begun to shudder.
What the hell is going on?
Almost there. Just a quick stop. Won't take but a moment.
That's weird, okay.
The subject will stand in the designated location. Lethal object detected. The subject will submit all weapons for further screening. Disarm now.
Tommy gun and axe?
Remain still for examination.
Wilson, the man who put the ink in.
The subject is cleared for entry. Welcome to the civilized world. How do you like my signal towers? They nullify the Ink Demon's powers so he cannot pass them. I wish I could say I invented them, but it seems our friends at the Gent Corporation had a demon problem of their own long ago. And now, my dear, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to prepare. We'll talk later, I promise. Besides, you must be very tired. A quick rest will do you good. Betty will show you to your room. She's my housekeeper, among other things.
You never actually killed the Ink Demon, did you?
No, he's too powerful to destroy. So we sealed him away, trapped him in a different form. One that was smaller, harmless.
Bendy.
It was a fitting prison, although he seems to have found a way to free himself. But enough talk. We'll deal with that soon enough.
There's some nice fresh blankets all laid out for you. You'll be dreaming in no time.
Wait, Wilson? One more thing. If you needed my help, why didn't you just ask?
Would you have believed me?
Come along, and no more dawdling. This way now. You're here at last. It's so exciting, finally having you with us. Now, to give you some ideas, we're currently standing in the south wing. Wilson's bedroom downstairs, and then there's the north wing. The Ink Demon got in there a while ago, and ever since, we've had to keep the north wing locked up tight. I'm afraid it's fallen into ruins by now. All those juicy, lovely books got erased. Only keepers go there these days, and they'll tear you apart limb from limb if Wilson isn't with you. So, mind your distance, and you'll be just fine.
Alright then.
It's not very often I have guests in a corridor, especially one I can actually talk to. Almost everyone here either can't speak or they're completely mad. All right, here we are. Best room in the house. You should see where I sleep. Ugh. But this room, oh, just perfect. I saw to every detail. Bed is clean. The bathroom is on the left. Sorry about the stains. I did try my best to get them out.
Okay. The Mug and the Maid, Volume 1 by Sir Vincent Moore. Chapter 1. The Dangerous Forest. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there lived a mug of cheese, but it was not an ordinary mug of cheese, as you would find in any home or kitchen of age. No, this mug of cheese was distant, the descendant of one of the three grand flag kings, the same king who had charged on horseback to defend the capital city during the unforgettable quest of previous century to which of these flaggings he held from the mug was unsure, but still there was an honor and courage in his heart. His family line herald of deeds long past that had forever changed the course of soup history. Did G.D. have a name? Of course, all mugs of cheese have names. This is common knowledge, just as every fruit bat is really named Stanley. The mug of cheese was named Rectock. Cracked. What a name! I can hear you say, cracked indeed. This mug of cheese bears no damage, that I can see. Fall silent, your small-minded boss base, for therein lines of our ignorant story. Let's begin at the beginning. It was a hot winter day in the forest. One of these days where everything is dull brown, the lake was still, the birds had shut up, and trees were but sticks in the overcast sky, sail for a long pile that skimmed the clouds above like a painter's brush. It was on this day that Mr. Dalby Mouse was in a hurry. He had just been named a Worm of the Year by the social beneath that lived under the old church. It was customary for the horse owner to bring fine port wine cheese to the seminary. There were only hours locate some of the fortune. Mr. Dudley Mouse knew exactly some of the porcine. Fortunate, Mr. Dudley's house knew exactly where to find the dark cellar below the government's castle. But unfortunately, as he approached the loose blank of the wood in the old wall, he failed to realize that the heavy rains that had come during the night had passed much into the plank, making it heavier than usual. Thrust when he pushed the plank with all his might, it lifted just enough to push his body only half through. His snapped back down, crashed him flat. Strength couldn't just considered with the weight of the plank, and his arms failed the plank. D. After all, this story is not all about Mr. Dudley's mouse, or had you forgotten the mug cheese already? I can see how you might connect the two. Mr. Dudley's house was, after all, looking for cheese. We were talking about the mug of cheese just before Sally. I must inform you that there is no relation between Ratcock and Cracked, and the round who is now nothing more but smush guts inside the wall, except that there is, for it was for death of Mr. Badley that started all the trouble. You see, when things die, they tend to smell. That's just what Mr. Dudley Mouse did. But that's not all. His body, pinned between the outside and inside of the Woodhall, had made a perfect passage for the hot winter wind. The wind therefore curled the stench of decay and mouse crust deeper into the governor's home. Like a snaky twist, whips of tower, was a smell settling into little taverns near the courtyard of castle. Here soldiers would spend many long hours when there was no bloodlust to snurth with battle. Strong allies and red meats filled the menu from back to front at this riscal mid-ever greased spoon. Most the customs come to look upon the bar maiden Bax, who was actually named Rat-a-Tat, was by far the best looking in all the government's creatures. There was a beautiful dear woman just over the hill, but no one knew that by day Rat-a-Tat scrubbed her tanva so clean you would eat off of it, which was formatted as it was placed, and indeed would be eating since it was a tavern by night and served her customers with charms, grace, and most likely drinks. Did I mention that Ratata was married? Well, I am mentioning it now. Ratata was married. Her husband's name was James. He didn't do much until he died. That smell of double dope knocked him flat, and that's what my friends was that. Oh dear. This story has barely begun, and already we've killed two major characters. Needless to say, Rat-Tat was deeply distressed by the whole thing, but 20 or so minutes later, she realized she couldn't find more forever and went to buy some cheese. And yes, don't worry, dear reader, this time the mention of cheese will probably guide us to meeting our forgotten hero of the tale. Also, this is good time to start a new chapter. Rat into the cheese shop with her guns blazing. I'm speaking more frankly, of course, but which means she entered the cheese shop quiet, determined to buy some cheese. This was because just the night before, as her husband James was taking note of the weird smell in the room, she had invented a delicious new conjurant, a cheddar zizza. It was sure to be a hit with her patrons. After all, the government's county was only had to expect cheese and grapes. She could possibly make a drink from a grape, but back to the cheese shop since. Rada knock on the counter loudly with her fist, cashing the nearby cat to do absolutely nothing. As the cats do, from behind the wall she heard a stir as someone was crashing through the piles of cheese. Don't to make their way toward her, imagining gloriously from toned yellow corns and an old man coming into view. He was a giant in stature, with a long gray beard bobbing along, and stuck his beard where all manner of cheese crumbled in wedges wrapped tightly within his hairs. But yet he held even more cheese on ropes pulled across his chest, with loops of pride linked like sausage over one shoulder. His eyes were big, and his ears were bigger. Still a smile of kindness interrupts from his smile, as he looked into Rat-a-Tat-a. My, the crows are kind to me this hour. Hello and welcome, he bowed. Rat-a-tat bowed low and apparently began to cry. The shop owner looked at her perplexed. What did I say wrong? The barmaid sniffed and snorted. Finally answered, forgive me, for my husband has just died, and I'm out of Swiss. I am going to pause now in this story and ask myself why Mr. Dudley's mouse went to the cellar in the governor's house for cheese. If there was cheese shop nearby, I think it's the best that we overlook this. Gobbling problems in the plot. Don't you know? Back to the story at hand. Rat-a-tat purchased a long amount of cheese. From the shop owner, she bought cheese wheels and cheese melts and cheese slices. She bought cheese whistles and cheese bread. She bought cheese peppers and cheese sandwiches. She brought so much cheese, in fact, she had lost track all of she had obtained. She just dumped all the found footage into the large black sack of return journey to the tyrant. Goodbye, Rat-a-tat-a, the shop owner called as he waved her farewell. Goodbye, Daniel, she called back. His name was Matt, by the way. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Rat-a-tat-a, the shop owner called as he waved farewell. Goodbye, Daniel, she came back. His name was Mott, by the way. Overburnt her treasures, Rat-a-tat-a made her home, following the main road to the castle. But as it was always opens, the road has no under repair. A man with a skinny mule was plodding up the dirt so that he could pull down the new cobblestone for his associates. were standing by, watching him. The job would only take a few years to finish. But Rata was in a hurry. She followed the decor sign that told her to take a different road to the left. Unfortunately, no one could read in the government's county, so she ran up instead. This mishap took her deep in the forest, where absolutely nothing of interest happened, except something of interest did happen. As she trailed on through the forest, her sack of cheese weighing her down, muttering complaints all the way. Little did she know that dangers lay just ahead. This danger was cunning, dangerous, and had one of these out places, Abros Hells, that drives you nuts when you're talking to someone who has one this dangerous. We'll call Brittany, the big ugly lizard man who wears a big blue cloak. As she tramped on through the forest, her sack of cheese wondered. I already said that. Bart didn't offer a home have visitors in this house. This was because he lived outside, and also he rather find a human flesh, which made him very unpopular. So obviously you can see a drama unfolding here. The beautiful but tired Rata huffing and puffing up the wind path. She approached as such a broom. Brent watching from behind and nearby at this point in time. We must pause again to ponder all possibles that can happen now in our story. 2 characters have died already. Surely a third wouldn't hurt anything. Are you perhaps just ridiculous because you want to see who will get the axe next? Are you a little rapt? Did you know that? Well then, let's see what happens next. Bert stepped from behind his hiding place. His eyebrows, hair glimmered in the fading sun. Dear madam, why you must pass through so fast? He called it with his eyes glimmering. I must get home, Bernard, because for one, it's getting late, and I have customers to service. Second, because you eat people, Repetata replied. Poppycock, blush dash, call a swab. I won't hear these lies against my character. He does for I Bardat, the big ugly lizard man who wears a blue coat, have completely reformed myself. Rather squirmed surprised at him. You have? Bretta put to his heart. I have. No longer prowl or prance. I won't attack or bounce. I will not kill or maim or tear. I won't crush or even bite you anywhere. I promise I won't devour any more. My gosh, you become a bear. If you aren't going to be the danger in this story, then I've become all this way with hundreds pounds of cheese for nothing. Rita grumbled. She boasted her sack farther up her shoulders and turned with an angry grunt. But Bernard raved as he after her in a panic. Wait, it's all a ruse. I intend to eat you, dear woman. I swear it, he cried. It's all a trick, you see. A new angle it worked on some guy yesterday. Please stay. Right beside her strength, just about gone from the long venture she had taken since left home that morning. She turned back to Mother. All right, she said, but your part of the story better lead to an expecting turn of events. Oh, it will. Bert clapped and wagged his clawed fingers to motion her draw near. Just wait to the next chapter. All looked quite dear for Rata Beard and had her with his grasp. Surely it would just be a mere moments before his jaw drops upon her head. Oh wait, a horrible ending for Rata. Needless to say, I am worried for her. But as luck would have it, miles and miles away, 200 years earlier, something amazing happened. 2 mugs of cheese, a grove, a mozzarella welcomed their first son into the world. I don't think I need to tell you his name. It was Dave. No one liked Dave. After that, their second son came forth, Ratata the Crocker. They just called Rataka at the time. Rataka spent his early life stealing crow bells and putting them on skunks the way people always knew when danger was nearby. Needless to say, Rataka was one of the smart mugs of cheese. But all could not remain perfect forever, and suddenly the great stunk for a minute began. Rataka found his world in array and sought a new purpose. Formerly, there was an opening in the governor's county for an adventure. At the time, since he was a descendant of the three Grot Flag Kings, he was bustered to the head of the line because, as we all quoted, aware in every olden times, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Thus the adventure of Raptor began. He braved deep dungeons, he slayed the greatest beast. He climbed the highest mountain's peak. He sat around the world's dividest the fact that he didn't know on a boat. Rataka was truly the staff of a legend. But did I mention the curse? Yes, fair readers, there is a curse. A flesh and terrible curse. One morning while Rataka was in the government's county, he came up a witch named Witch. This witch had just pulled a pound cake from her oven, where she then processed to start investing it right there in front rock of her home. At once, Rataka knew this creature was pure evil, eating the cake this early in the morning without ice cream. This was truly a fed that needed to be vanquished. Rataka jumped on her feces and pulled his sword. Would you like some pound cake? The witch offered. It looks quite delicious. Rataka would not let himself be seductive into the early morning cake, so he approached closer with his weapon at her throat. The witch began to sweat with the mouth of full crumbles. I also make some if you want to wait. Now no gentleman or gentle mug could refuse a good scene, so Rataka withdrew his sword and patiently waited for the witch to create these new, better pastries. But what he didn't know was that the witch accidentally had bumped in her table and added the mixture of vile curse liquid. See, I told you there was a curse. You were fair warned. The moment Rataka ate the scene, he fell into a deep sleep. The witch bluffed, finished her cake, and proceeded to get a serve someone job in a nearby town. All the years rolled by. All that remained of the witch's house was carried off by the elves. Garden seemed to over this left only Rataka asleep in the forest with no end to his dreaming in sight. But the story thankfully isn't in there. For as luck would have it, a giant man covered in cheese with big eyes, big ears, wandered past the sleeping mug. In case you've forgotten, this was cheese shop owner Manana, sometimes called Bill. Unstable to resist cheese of any kind, even a mug of this stuff, Manana took Rataka to his slop and set him down on a shelf, where Rataka sat for many years until this very fateful day. You see, in Rataka's hasty to gather up all the cheese she had purchased, she had stepped few things that did not belong into her sack. Well, these items include the cat on the counter, a personal pin, Miles' cash box, and I think she will be hearing about one this eventually. Last but not least, Rataka herself, still asleep. So now that our two stories have been together, let's discover what happens to Rataka and Rataka in a climax chapter. It was the same hot winter day in the forest, and Mr. Daisy's mouse was finally started to get concerned. Just down the road, Ratata was being drawn toward almost certainly bloody and horrified into her life. Brenda was just a moment before taking her within the lizard's jaws, and were merged hours from trembling his eyebrows, or stood her ground. She was no dams in a distress, but simply a person who was pretty darn tired by all this point. She put the blurred sack of cheese from her body. All swung it was hard, with the last bit of strength she had left in her ear. Ear shattered, crack, broke through her silent trees as the bag made contact with Bernard's shaken face. His teeth flew in the direction, falling like pebbles to the ground. His eyeballs dropped, rolled into the nearby stream. His jawbone turned completely around, planting himself into the back of his head. Brent ran screaming to the woods, but never to be seen again this week. He cried feebly, and the forest once again fell and soft and quiet. Kale walked by. Retta still standing with her socks outstretched and her arms stood wide. While waiting for what had just happened, surely no cheese in her bag would have hurt enough that kind of impact. As she placed her black sack upon the dirt and peeled it open, she amazed to find a the mug of cheese inside, looking quite dazed. He had awakened, and the curse finally lifted. Somewhere behind the decks, the witch looked up and nodded with a smile. But, oh dear reader, look what was now upon his mug body. A giant elephant cracked. The very mark of a warrior. His hero's journey was finally complete. Waitata, the crow that had emerged, is it true that Waitata really didn't do anything important in the attack on Briat, just what being where he was the perfect time. He had saved Rat. The fates were with him. Waitata and Rat talked, laughed, and ate cheese until the sun went down and finally pocket their pent and head down to the travel. They were just met with cheers and excitement. This is mostly because the gods had found that Waitata was now single. As the night rolled onto the early morning of hours, Tav remained alive in the castle courtyard with the singing and dancing shared considered on what a celebration, but like all patriarchs, such part eventually everyone sobers up and you have to go home before long it was down. The sun began to rise suddenly in the west, marking a fish ventured on a horse. A wind in a new direction below began to blow with the mer's starry pace. It was skittled across the ground and found it was between the floodboards of the governor's castle. He against all odds found Bradley's reminding body of Mr. Downton's mouse. The wind cut her strange far between the borders of the castle, over the mountains, deep within the dark cave with where evil sleeps. What the heck is that smell? Said Evil, reckoning with the hellfire burning behind his eyes. Eventually knew of his great evil, sped from town to town until it reached the ears of Waitata cracked. He bludgeoned his sword and gathered some crumbles of bread stored in the mug, wherein the best experts of crowd reckoned once ever again. Set off to consent the day. His story was not yet over, but now, you dear reader, we return to our own lives. So let us end this tale with one closing thought we shall. Be we cracked or small, or even dead, there is always a purpose to where we all laid. Be brave and strong, and lest we forget fate isn't quite done with any of us just yet. The end. Holy crap.
Did you have any questions?
Is it always night here?
It's always dark, if that's what you mean. For as long as I can remember.
Are you very old?
No. As far as I understand it, I'm something quite new. Although, I didn't turn out the way I was supposed to. One in a long line of failed experiments. But Wilson will keep trying.
And do you trust Wilson?
This is the realm of the ink demon. The shadow hangs over us all. I don't trust anyone. But Wilson takes care of me, keeps me safe. He once said I remind him of something he called his mother. Tell me, is that a good thing, where you two are from?
I'm not sure. I don't think I ever had one.
Well, no matter. Now, I was told to make sure you get some sleep once you got here. So get nice and comfy and relax. I left something on the table that might just help you nod off. It's my own recipe. Works very fast. Just follow the instructions. Carefully.
Thanks, Betty.
Of course. If you need anything else, I'll come straight away. I'm always up.
Ah.
Gilson. What's a Gilson?
I'm going poop? Or pee? Chapter 5. Special demands of unknown amulets. Let's just imagine a long wire search between 3 points in known time. We'll call this length of time the European. Based from here, we can establish all needs of social normalizing and typical understood judgment in the world as we know as the present. Once an individual bases across its crater as such understanding that we're just made of the space around the wire. That is not the wire itself. This basic crumbled vacuum could be itself to us many wires running as many directions we can using a vessel. Flow of flux break. We can expect from our wire to another wire. This allows us to not just reveal those around time scopes, but command them with a larger understanding of their existence. Further still, in the third, we can bring elements of the world, another disrupt being out of the new stage. Regardless of this sudden loss, wires rule reality and functions of the elements become a new implosion base.
Well, that didn't tell me anything.
If you're a hurry, like I always am, you don't have time to put together complex large meals. Of furniture, we have some scrumps and simple recipes that satisfy and take no time at all to prepare. People are beginning to ask how you make these so fast. You can just sit back and smile. Such a cheese buddy's recipe. Take a loaf or a leftover Italian bread and slice it into 4-inch strips. Slightly butter your bread strips on the side and only. Lay them face up on the baking sheet. Toast it in your oven 2 to 6 minutes at 400 degrees or just until they begin, and lay them face up on a baking sheet. Toast in your oven for what the fuck? 2 brown sprinkles, thinking layer mozzarella cheese over the strips, leaving them over just a minute. Two melts the cheese, remove and start you crack mozzarella or spice things up with a little ranch dressing. Quickly, easy, super tasty, no page, chocolate bacon soup.
Nothing here.
If you find yourself looking at a hard fighting fish that won't rip your hands, and look no further than common yellow perch. The freshwater fish is always quick to bite anything. They can get their jaws on the best way to catch yourself when it's working your baits, worm barrels of lava. Toward the bottom of the water, guide your line back up. You don't need much seasoning when it comes to cooking either. The flavor of yellow perch is built right in the good endings. The glushing fish, this is one strange little fish. This is pretty hard to come by. The Gilson is not known to be easy to catch, and I will ignore most baits to make matters worse than the Gilson can move very fast. Make it a rare sight in the end. I was able to catch me up with this little guy. Very clever, slow shit. Apparently the Gilson sending the sound vibrations and we're going to shock upon hearing some sweet music. So cramp up the tunes and this fish will go easily to grab. Crush up the gills and powder and stir the water into balefully smoothing drink.
So, I'm looking for a fish? There's gotta be one here somewhere.
you stop fucking lagging?
Maybe if it was closer. Now that's a fish. That did it. Looks like the fish is asleep.
Gotcha.
You can't get away from me, you little stinker. Hello?
I forgot the Gilson again, didn't I? And there's some already ground up in the kitchen too. I'll bring it up to your room straight away, shall I? Oh, and maybe you could put Harold back in his tank. He does so hate the dry air.
Ow.
Now, just 3 sips of water. 1. 2. 3.
What?
At last. I was almost afraid you'd miss my party.
What's going on?
Oh, it seems you're just a little overwhelmed. It's all right, honey. I understand. It's not every day one gets to bask in the glory of an angel.
Angel?
Alice Angel, to be exact. That's who I am. Sent from above. Impending perfection.
What do you want?
Right to the chase. I like that. The truth is, honey, you're one of a kind. And to put it bluntly, what I want is your face removed. Your skin peeled away like paper, and your insides torn out and tossed onto my table. Custom parts, ready for my delicious harvest. And with your generous sacrifice, I'll be beautiful. But for now, let's have fun. Plenty of time for a bloodbath later. Ooh, how about a game? Let's all play a game of riddles.
Riddles? What a wonderful idea!
No.
All right, honey. Here's the deal. Behind you is the door to freedom. But it will only be opened if you solve my little puzzle and return to your special chair. Then I'll throw this heavenly switch here. If you get the puzzle right, you walk away. Get it wrong, try. Let's begin.
Okay.
Hold on tight, honey. Here it comes. 3, 2,
1.
1. Nobody likes a party pooper.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
Ah. That didn't work. Here we go. That scared me.
No one humiliates an angel. No one! Now hold still, honey. This is gonna hurt.
Fuck you.
Where did you go, you reek? hiding! Start dying! Where did you go?
I don't know. Up your ass.
That's it! Leave! You hiding from me? Oh, that's precious. Gotcha! Ah, there you are! Ain't stealing my eyes! Oh, you're out there! Help me be beautiful!
Shut up.
You're going. I don't wanna go! Give me your insides! Stop hiding! Start dying! Those lovely eyes in a jar! Where did you reach, ink demon? I can do this all day. Music to my ear. You hiding from me? That's it. Bleed. Come out wherever you are. You ain't stealing my spotlight, honey. I know you're out there! Gotcha! Go! Ha! There you are! Die! Where do you think you're going? Stop hiding! Start dying!
Shut up.
Help me be beautiful!
You can't do anything.
Okay. Give me your inside! You hiding from me? That's precious. Where did you go?
I don't know. Shut the hell up.
Those lovely eyes in a jar! Ain't stealing my spotlight, honey. You real ink demon! I know you're out there! I don't wanna go! That's it! Please! Come out wherever you are! Bring music to my ears! You hiding from me? Help me be beautiful! Go! Where did gotcha? There you are. Where do you think you're going? Stop hiding! Start dying! Give me your inside!
Oh, well.
You freak! Ink demon! Come out wherever you are! Die! You hiding from me? That's precious. Where did you
Vanish!
go? How dare you touch me? Final curtain, baby. Let's blow them away. My face. You have my face. It's our face. Beautiful. Always were. Why does this feel so familiar? Are you all right, Audrey?
Alice, I cannot begin to tell you how good it is to see you. And this must be your wolf.
Audrey, meet Tom. He's my protector. My friend.
You both got here just in time. Now I understand why you don't like being called Alice.
The machine creates many of the same forms. At least on the outside. On the inside, we're all pretty different.
Well, from now on, I'm gonna call you something other than Alice. It just doesn't suit you.
Oh? What do you have in mind?
How about Allison?
It's not bad. Okay, I'll try it out. But only if you can tell me what in heaven's name you're doing in Wilson's retreat.
Wilson, I almost forgot. I have to get back right away.
Are you crazy? Wilson's our enemy.
Do you even know him? Have you ever talked to him?
I've seen what he's done. That's good enough for me.
Look, it sounds like he has a plan to kill the ink demon. For good. And I think he can help us all. I just need to go back and hear him out.
Well, if it's true, you'll both need as much help as you can get. The ink demon won't go down without a fight. Tom and I will gather some of our friends. Anyone who's left. Good luck, Audrey.
You too, Allison.
Mind if I take this?
Beautiful people run this world. If you can have brains or talent, you may just seek through the gates. But with a pretty face, every door opens. The crowd bounds to you. They ask you your name. They want you to attend. They ask you to speak. A silky voice with gorgeous lips is everyone's weak spot. I was reborn with my perfect stolen from me. To get back, I ripped this rotten world apart. Angels are beautiful. Angels are beautiful. Alice Angel.
Prince of Peace. Must they bring us
Oh, okay. No fucking way. Ugh. Dear Alice, I don't know if you'll read these notes, but I keep leaving them for you. I hope someday you will understand my words and madness will fade from your mind. In this strange dark place we can find light and propose we are not left just wandering alone, craving beauty, power, and unlimitless things. Even the heart for someone feeling incomplete can discover joy. We're not lost. We're merely waiting to be found. We are so much alike. Formed from the same mold, we're just like sisters, you and me. I wish you confront and the wisdom to let your heart melt into happiness. I won't give trying to reach you before it's too late, a friend.
This music box could make a good distraction if I can fix it.
Fuck you! Honestly, fuck you. This is fucking ridiculous. fucking fuck. What the fuck? They said he killed my lord. They said the ink didn't fall. They said I was a prophet, but I say my lord lives. But I say he will return. But I say you better watch your back, Mr. Wilson. Can I get an amen? You can't do anything! What the fuck?!
It's been years and my face is still a mystery to my co-workers. They don't know me. They avoid me as if I carried some infectious disease. At first, this was an insult, but now it is a gift. With the right costume, I can play the part of anyone. I can go completely unnoticed, hidden amongst the shadowed walls, as a clerk, an artist, a producer, or even a lowly janitor.
Oh, fuck you. This is fucking impossible. What the fuck? Bitch. Really? This is fucking stupid. Will you fucking move? It's very... What the fuck is happening?
That's all the pieces for the music box. Fixed. Now I just need to find a good place to put it. Here goes nothing.
Fuck you! You can't do shit! Oh.
There you are, thank goodness. Wilson's waiting for you downstairs in the laboratory when you're ready. But first, can I get your help with something? Normally, I wouldn't ask this of a guest, but with all that's happening, I can't sneak out and get things like I usually do. Do you think you could pop round to the farmer's market back in town and find me a few ingredients? We're running quite low in the kitchen, and I was hoping we could all celebrate tonight with a lovely supper. Won't take but a moment if you go by train. Up to you. No pressure.
Ah. This game is really pissing me off.
Please stay clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Fuck you! Whoa, wait a minute! Fuck you. Go fuck off. Bruh, that's not... Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Hang on. No, actually, no.
Clear the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. Have a nice day. Que tengas un lindo día.
You're a miracle worker. Oh, truly. Oh, I only wish there was something I could do for you. Oh, wait. I spotted something in the fountain yesterday. Don't know what it's for, but you're welcome to have it. You better go see Wilson downstairs. He's been waiting ages.
A cracked mug levered responsibly into a plant thing. It may be sad, but it still has life in it yet. Will you stop lagging?
The machine speaks to me, revealing its many possibilities. What I can accomplish using its power is beyond any measure. Life and death can become a thing of the past. Poverty and hunger, a distant memory. I can remake the world anew. But does the world deserve such a gift? For now, I have bigger matters at hand. A man in a black coat came asking at the front desk about the machine. Said he was from the Gent Corporation. Fortunately, the receptionist knew nothing, and he left quietly. Later, I found his name on the sign-in form. Mr. Alan Gray. Audrey, you made it. Good. Come inside, my dear. We have much to discuss.
I bet you
But
do.
make sure you're ready. Where we're going, there will be no return until we've accomplished our mission. Thank you for coming all this way. The Ink Demon is a formidable foe. To truly destroy such a monster, he must be dethroned, humiliated. For months now, I've been working on something that will do exactly that. Cast out the demon and put a new deity in his place. Stronger, more powerful, and controllable. Together, we just need to unleash our ultimate weapon. Come, let me show you my creation. Isn't he beautiful? Simple but elegant. A treasure. Powerful beyond anyone. The Ink Demon will fall, and we can have peace at last.
It could work. but it sounds risky. How will we control him? We don't want to repeat Joey's mistake.
No, we don't. All the factors must be perfect. The right design, the right science, and the right soul. At last your purpose is revealed, Audrey. This is why you're here. With your soul inside him, my creation will live forever.
Stay away from me. You're insane.
Come now, Audrey. Part of you knew this was your path. Leave yourself behind and ascend.
I thought you said we needed to save your father. I thought you had a plan to send me home, to make everything right.
I lied. My father is beyond hope. Perhaps you know him. Nathan Arch, owner of Archgate, industrial genius, business tycoon. For years I've lived in his reaching shadow. He always had time for the grand creatives of the world, the doers, as he called them. He knew only the best, the biggest thinkers. How could his lowly son ever hope to compete with that? But now, thanks to you, I can. No need to struggle. My signal prevents you from using those devilish powers of yours. And more importantly, keeps the ink demon from getting in. It's time to die, Audrey, and live again as a god.
No, not this time.
I'll be right back, guys. Come on. I am back. Come on, this is stupid. Come on. Oh boy.
It's time. Your road is broken. Join the dark tunnel and give in to your suffering. You have nothing. You're without purpose. Your very existence was a terrible lie. You're a mistake. A monster. Like me. But I will make you strong. I will make you meaningful. It's time.
What's happening?
The daughter of truth. The power of a demon.
Wait, are we the ink demon?
What's happening to me?
There's always a choice. I know you're in there. Deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation.
I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
The past doesn't define you, nor the present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. He created life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family. His daughter. My daughter. And I love you so very much.
Be quiet. The rich is mine.
Remember who you are, Audrey. Remember.
Your words are waste. The failure of Joey Drew dies here.
I know you're in there. You don't have to be this anymore. It's never too late. Just a pencil and a dream isn't enough. You have to have
That's from the first game!
heart.
The future is sealed. What do you think you're doing?
I'm starting over.
This is the end.
Just a pawn. What makes you think you can defy me? Arise, my domain. Destroy this treasure.
Come on.
I'm ready for you.
The shut. You are surrendered. There can be no victory. Now, you will die.
Allison! Audrey, is that you in there? Come on, keep moving. We'll get you through. Tom, make us some trouble.
Oh, moly!
Audrey, run!
I'm ready for you.
I got this. Just keep fighting.
The ink demon rises.
Sammy Lawrence!
To the roar of the dark puddle.
not too late.
Do this! Keep fighting!
This is it!
Keep going! All right! Not hardly.
Dead end. Now what?
Henry!
Henry, you came.
Some battles are worth fighting for, even 1,000,000 times. Come on, I found a projector up ahead. Run for it.
This is now, and the cycle will continue.
Well then, we'll just have to do better next time.
The end. The end. Wait, this is Joey's house!
My father once told me that just because we're born of darkness doesn't mean we belong to it. We're always free to choose. And here, at the very beginning, there's a choice to make. My father's cartoon world was now mine, to rule, to watch over, and to protect. I can make the cycle more bearable for my friends inside. But as for me, I'm the first of my kind. Born in ink, but living in flesh. Joey's world is escaping into ours. So, what's next? Who can really say?
I will let the credits roll. I want to talk more. Thank you for all the people that made this game. I love this game. Wait, whoa. What was that about? Okay, what I was saying, I will let the credits roll. Thank you for everyone that made this game. I really enjoyed this game a lot more than I liked the first one. This is absolutely amazing. Like, there was references from the first game. Holy smokes! I even heard... That's a little too loud. I even heard there's coming out with the third game. I'm gonna play that on the channel when that comes out. Oh boy, a lot of things coming out this year. Oh yeah! Wow. Amazing. Okay. I will give you a hint of the next walkthrough. Your hint is, don't let the devil may cry. Don't let the devils cry. So don't forget to, if you haven't seen the last episode, I leave it on screen. I leave the playlist down below. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, and leave a like. Bye-bye!